It's definitely an incredible family to be a part of, Surf Life Saving, and certainly something that's with you for your entire life and giving something back to the community. And this is where they hone their skills, and some of the best board paddlers, not just in the nation, but the world here, line up in our first National Real Estate Open Female Board Race Grand Final here at Newport, Josh.
We got the best on the boards here, and it's really going to be a race between the ones we've seen all summer. Your Maddie Dunns, Danielle McKenzie's, the Northern sisters there, Eliza Smith, and Jordan White's a real dark horse. We saw her lead for a long time earlier in the summer, and someone we haven't seen in many races, and it's been a day of upsets so far.
Yeah, talking of upsets, well, Lizzie Wellborn, the young teenager from North Bondi, has got to be in there as well. She's an incredible paddler and a big future. We can't say enough about her as they get underway, and a little bit of waiting to be done here, and some really good skills from White, closest to screen from Warilla. Look at this, she's moving.
So explosive off the beach there. She got those legs up and out of the water, and as soon as you can get your knees and ankles out of the water, you'll run quicker. There's not that drag on there, and she really showed how it's done at home, and she's out in front along with this girl, Harriet Brown, certainly one to make an impact in this board race final.
Yeah, such a great paddler, Brown. She's been everywhere all summer of surf long, and now look at this, they start to spread out and really aiming towards that first turning can, and the wash riding so critical. Maddie Dunn in a little bit of the mix at the moment, and just talk to us through as well, Josh, that dirty water. If you're not out in front, you're in big trouble.
We can see how violent it is in there, in the middle of the pack. There's just water going everywhere, arms. You got to find room for yourself, and the only way to find room when everyone's so close is to force someone else out of the road. So there's a lot of push and shove and bash and crash, and all legal, but the girls have got to get their arms in and make sure that they're pulling that water through. And Harriet Brown, the real star of the present and a star of the future there, Lizzie Wellborn on the left-hand side on matching yellow board.
Yeah, the yellow, or maybe that's got something to say for itself. The golden board's in the golden position at the moment. Maddie Dunn trying to work her way into it there. She's in about midfield at the moment, so some work to do for her. And Jordan Mercer looks like on the left-hand side, and once again, this little V-wash we speak about, the side wash, the girls side by side, just getting sucked along a little bit easier.
Yeah, and we see the girls sneaking behind there. That looks like Carly Northern there in third place on the back of Harriet Brown, but the real two different girls out in front. Harriet Brown, she's your tall, long, lanky kind of girl, and then Lizzie Wellborn, she's only short, there isn't much of her, she's only young as well, still an under 19, doing a really good job as Harriet sneaks on her tail there, gets a little kick in the face for her trouble, but she's all right, she's done well so far. But Lizzie Wellborn, it's only a matter of time before she wins one of these board races, and today could be the day.
Well, it just scares me, the talent that this girl has, and really we speak about incredible female board paddlers. We talk about the first ever national champion, Cassandra Sedgman of Surfers Paradise, and then it really turned it on. Reen Corbett just set the tone, and she was better than half the guys. She just had that technique, her back, she could really get it moving, and now here we go, Lizzie Wellborn. Her technique is just impeccable as we're back on board with Maddie Dunn as well, but the work that former Ironman champion Scotty Thompson does with her at North Bondi, and look at this, she's just up, and she just doesn't give up. Look at the rating, one. She's rating on half seconds. These other girls are only going on seconds, so she just gets that board moving. She's so hard to stop.
But as we saw in the earlier races today, she snuck all the way down to the right-hand side there, and it doesn't seem to be paying off. You've got to stay back on the left here. You've got to make sure that you're coming in on that bank where the waves are, and it looks like Carly Northern there on the left-hand side of this leading pack on the white board. She's got the best of it so far as the girls start to come from right to left on your screen.
Well, it sounds like she's got a little bit of an earpiece in for your commentary, because as you've spoken, now she's starting to come back against the grain, so a little bit of inexperience, and now she's starting to, learn the lesson from the past.
Yeah, she's let these more experienced girls back in the race, and they know where to come in, and it looks like the field's shot all the way down there to that left-hand side, and she's the furthest right. It's not where you want to be, but she's out in front. That's where you want to be.
Oh, just look at her technique. She keeps her head down. She's not looking back. I see so many kids. She's not stopped paddling. Look, push, wave behind. She's still pushing the one in front. It's going to be a jag on. Not much you can do about it now. So here comes the party. Harriet Brown wants some of the action as well. Carly Northern is going to be a racing three to the finish.
We know how quick Carly Northern is up the beach, and we know she's never going to stop fighting. She's in the best position, closest to the finishing flag. Harriet Brown's got those long legs. She'll be the quickest up and off, and it looks like Harriet Brown's out in front. She's really doing a huge effort. Harriet Brown won't be denied. Oh, easily up the beach ahead of Lizzie Wellborn, and Carly Northern picks up third.
Well, none more deserving here of the First National Real Estate inaugural Summer of Surf Open Female Board Race title than Harriet Brown. So good for so long here this summer and really stepped it up across the line ahead of Lizzie Wellborn of North Bondi. The teenage sensation really has a bright future, and this was an all-star board final. Carly Nerthen had an outstanding summer as well. Great to see her on the podium ahead of Jordan Mercer of Noosa Heads, our Ironwoman champion.
That was a nice, clean start.
Yeah, thanks, Katie. I just went as fast as I could. Didn't jump on my board. Some of the others jumped on at the start, and I tried to use my legs to try and get through and get on my board pretty quick.
Were you reserving your energy around the cans or really going for it?
Well, I had a really fast start, and then I was kind of hurting a little bit, and young Lizzie, she's only 16, she took the lead, and she thought she might tire, but she just kept going and pulled away a little bit. But Carly and I came down a wave on the end and had a sprint finish.
What's it like racing against this calibre of athletes?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's so good to see so many great board paddlers come down today for the final of Summer of Surf, and it's always a tough race, and I think sometimes it's a bit lucky. Heaps of us have all had wins at different races over the year, so it's great to win the last one. It feels really good.